Hello everyone, in this video I will show you our new product. As you can see, this is KinCony AS. The AS, that means the S speak. So this time we have made an ESP32-S3 voice assistant for home assistant using ESPHome. The most advantage is this speaker is voice controlled locally without internet. So it will only work with your Raspberry Pi or with your home assistant server in local network, even without internet. Also can use your voice speak to control your relay on and off and some other home assistant device. And in this video, I will show you this hardware details and how it works in home assistant by ESPHome. Okay, let's look at my computer. You can see this is KinCony AS. That is the box, and this is for the power and the size and the PCB and the speak. And you can see the ESP32-S3 and the work in home assistant by the ESPHome. And we have also supplied many Arduino source code. You can use many different hardware resources and some ESPHome and source code. And here is the different colors of RGB LED. Okay, let's look at this product details. Okay, you can see this is KinCony AS. This is the box is white color, and this is, you can see, this is a USB that is for download the firmware, or you can give the power supply for this box, because after you download the firmware, the USB only used for the power supply. And this is microphone. This is I2S microphone inside for ESP32, and this is the button. And this is for the LED strip, RGB LED strip. And this one, also you can display the RGB LED strip. And here you can see that have a icon. This one, inside of this box have a download button. So sometimes maybe you need to use. But usually if you download the firmware, not need to use this button. So this is the box. And let's look at the PCB. And you can see this is the box. This is the box, and you can see we have installed the PCB board just this way, and the loudspeaker inside is up for these directions. And you can see this is our PCB board, and this is the loudspeaker because we want the speak high quality, so we use this one, this big loudspeaker, and the max is 3 watt. This is the max. It's enough for your house use. And this is the PCB design, and you can see this is KinCony AS board. Should hit here, and this is the backs. And let's look at the in front of the side, and the SD card and the RGB WS 2812. This is RGB, and this is the Wi-Fi antenna with the ESP32. And this is free GPIO. If you want to use this, have some free GPIO you can use, and all I/O pins number have print on the PCB. And this one you can see this IR receiver. If you want to use IR function, you can use this IR receiver. And this one is microphone. This is I2S microphone, and the USB mini USB port. And let's look at the back, and you can see this is ESP32-S3, and also we use N16R8, so that have a big memory size, and it includes PS RAM. So this is enough for the voice and the media used for some application. And this you can see 1, 2, 3 also is RGB LED strip, and you can see it here have a button, and this have a button, and this button is for download, and this button for debug, that's for reset for ESP32-S3. And this one is the amplifier chip, also is I2S amplifier chip. Okay, this is the PCB size, and in front and the back of the AS board. Okay, so next I will use this AS board and work with our KinCony Server 16 because this I have taken a demo. I have installed Home Assistant on this Raspberry Pi Linux computer, and we will download this AS board, and from this USB port just download the firmware, and I will use voice control for this relay because it has 16 channel relay inside, and this has the LED indicator of this relay. And actually you can use this voice assistant control any Home Assistant device. I just take example video for demo for how to use this voice control relay in locally. Now you can see I have used this AS, and this is KinCony Server 16, and I will connect with my USB cable, mini USB cable for download the firmware. You can see I can connect with this USB cable. Actually, you can use any USB cable, just you can change different color. Connect it here. Okay, this is ready. Now I will back to my computer. Okay, let's back to my computer. You can see this is the Home Assistant dashboard. This is KinCony Server 16. Because this has 16 channel relay, I just take example for how to use voice control your relay. You can see this is light. I can turn on this light, and this is the window. So you can see in our Server 16, you can see this board have two LED indicators. I can turn off and turn off. This will be off. So you can rename by yourself. The entity name will use in your voice speak. So if you rename the light, so you will speak turn on light or turn off light for voice assistant. If you rename for window, so you can speak turn on window or turn off window. Okay, this is rename for the device firstly. Now you can visit our KinCony form and find this room, KinCony AS, and click enter, and you will see different resources. For example, this is for AS for ESPHome YAML for Home Assistant, and this you can also see many different Arduino source code. So we have write many different demo how to use, for example, how to use the microphone, how to use speak, and how to use SD card, and how to play MP3 file. So it's very interesting. So you can just click, you can, for example, this internet radio, just download the firmware at here, or you can monitor the source code, and you can listen to the internet radio for news. This is interesting. And now we can look at, you can see this is ESP32-S3 AS pin define. This pin define all have listed at here, and which is IR receiver, and which is RGB LED, and which is microphone, and which is amplifier, and which is SD card. Because we use voice assistant control relay on and off, so we just configure the microphone and amplifier and this RGB LED strip, because we need to turn different color for listening and standby for voice command, so that way easy to see it. And back. And this time we just use this ESPHome YAML file for Home Assistant. And you can see at last we will let our AS work in Home Assistant. You can see the assistant. And this is the YAML file code. You just copy and paste and change the password by yourself. And this is the whole YAML file. And back to Home Assistant. And you can go to this ESPHome add-on and create a new device. This is our other device. You can see I can create a new device called AS and press continue, and the name I called AS, and next. And the chip you want to choose is ESP32-S3 because it's made by ESP32-S3. So you can click this one, and this you can just skip. Okay, this is create a new device because I have already configured, so it should online. So you can just click edit. You can delete all and copy it from our form. Just copy and paste all code to this edit room. So I have already pasted in my notepad. So I just copy and paste it here. So you can see about 108 command lines. You can see. And remember, you need to replace your Wi-Fi load SSID and password. Need replaced by yourself, because this is KinCony not need to use this one and change by yourself. And then you can click save, and you can click install and choose this one, because I have connected the USB cable to the AS and Raspberry Pi USB port. So you can click this one by USB and click. This is auto detect if you not install the driver, if you not connect with the USB cable, this part will not listed. So I can click this one and wait for a moment. And the first time that will be download some files from GitHub from internet. So make sure your Raspberry Pi controller can visit internet. So you can see that is download the library, and will be begin compare and download the firmware to KinCony AS. Okay, now you can see this began to output the bin file. The firmware is generated and successfully. The first time it cost much time, and began download to AS. Okay, now until now it's complete. I download the firmware and I can click stop and click close. And now you can see the AS is online, and we can click setting and click device, and you will see this auto discovered the AS, and just click config and submit and finish. And you can see I click the ESPHome, and this device have add one device and 8 entities. You can click this one. You can see these two buttons and the assistant, and this is config because now can't use the voice assistant because we have not installed two add-on for home assistant. And we can back to setting and add-on store. And if you want to use a voice assistant, you need to install two add-on. This is text to speech, and another one is speech to text. Just the Piper and the Whisper you need to install. So you can click the first one, text to speech, and click this one, install online. And also make sure your Raspberry Pi server have connected with the internet, because it will download the file from the internet. You can see this is install, and this is my loader, and I can see this one. You can see my Wi-Fi. It download the file from the internet, and I can back to Home Assistant. This cost a couple of minutes. Okay, this Piper is installed. So I can install another one. You can see the Whisper. This is speech to text. That is convert your the voice to text. So, and this one is convert the text to speech. Just you input some text that will auto speak by loudspeak. So this one also need to install online. Click this one, and also I can see my loader and begin download file and wait for a moment. Okay, you can see this is download complete, and you just need to click this start and start this add-on Whisper. Okay, you can see this icon become green before it's red, so it's running, and I can back. And also you can see my add-on, the Piper, I need to click start. Before you can see the state is red, and I click start. After it started, the icon will begin to turn green. Okay, you can see it began green. So these two add-ons have installed and running in Home Assistant. And the next we go back to setting and click device, and you will see it discovered the piper and the whisper. So we need to just click config, submit, finish, and config, and submit, and finish, easy. And as now you can go to the setting and go to this voice assistant, and you can add one assistant because I already have created one. If you have the first one, you can click this one, add assistant, because that can create different language for Home Assistant. Which language supported in Home Assistant, you can check in Home Assistant online guide. You can click. So this time I configure this Home Assistant voice assistant name is Home Assistant, and the language is English. Maybe you can choose your local language. And this you can see the conversation also is Home Assistant, and the language is English. And the speech to test, we can choose this one. Before I installed the add-on, that is none. So after install the whisper, so you can click this whisper, and the language also is English. And this test to speech before is none, and this time you can check this one, piper, and use English. And this voice you can choose different for different voice style. And this wake up word, we can choose this hi Jarvis, because you not need to choose it, not important. We have already set this hi Jarvis in ESPHome YAML. So you can click update, and this time we can back to the device and check this ESPHome device, this one AS. We can test it. You can see the onboard light. What this means? You can see I click this one, onboard light, and you will see this is turn the color, and you can see this color, and I can click this one. You can see I change to 100%. So this color you can see the brightness is 100%, and I also can change the different color. You can see I can change to green. So this is turn green. And I also can change to red. This is turn red. And I can change to blue. So this is blue one. So you can change any color. What this means, because this for LED indicate for voice speak, just whether is wake up. So this can change a different for the RGB LED. And this example we have used by this one. And you can also have 3 LED strip. I have said. You can see this one also can change color. So this can modify the YAML file to change this color by yourself. Okay, that means we can control this AS in Home Assistant, and this is the voice assistant. And this one you can see this one you can change to this one. This one will be fast for response. You can press this one, and that will be reboot, and wait for a moment. And you can see this idle, that is ready. And now I can create a dashboard and add to this one to my dashboard. So you can see setting and the dashboard. I can create a new dashboard, that new, and the title is KinCony AS. Maybe you can speak, create. Okay, and now you can see the left window will see this one, KinCony AS speak, and I can add this AS entities to the dashboard. As you can see, I can click this one, just click this one, add to dashboard, and choose this. You create the KinCony AS speak. Next, and add to dashboard, and add to dashboard, choose this one, AS, add to this one, add to dashboard, and add to dashboard. Next. Okay, now you can see this one, AS speak, you can see listed here. Okay, now I will test the switch. You can see we can use this one and this one to test. And we can click this one. Hey Jarvis, turn on the light.
Turned on the switch.
Okay, now you can see the switch is turned on. And let's look at this. This called window. So you can also add here AS, and we can click. Hey Jarvis, turn on window.
Turned on the switch.
Okay, you can see this is the second LED indicator is on. So I have used the voice controlling this relay on by different command. We can test again. So you can see I can click the different settings for just press this one, and this is unavailable, and with some seconds will be available. Hey Jarvis, turn off window.
Sorry, I'm not aware of any device called up window.
Sorry, maybe I'm speaking not very well. So you can see here I have a voice assistant you can test. For example, you can click input, turn on window. Because the window always is already on, turn off window. So the relay is off. So this can test the voice command whether running work well. For example, I can turn off light. This is light is off. So this can test by the test. Okay, now we can use another way. Maybe my spoken English is not very well. So I use the Google Translate to speak the voice. So you can see it here. I can click this one to walk up. And we need to close the light. So you can see I can click.
Hey Jarvis, turn off light.
Sorry, I couldn't understand that.
We can let's again.
Hey Jarvis, turn off light.
Turned off the switch.
Okay, you can see because my computer speak, I can use the Google Translator to test, so I don't need to speak again and again by myself. So this is controlled by the voice assistant, and also you can see if you have some trouble and you can enable the debug mode. You can see the voice assistant have a debug mode. You can see this is debug, and okay, you can see all record and the history record at here, and you can see what you have said, convert to test, and all listed here. So this can test for your voice assistant. Okay, this is how to use KinCony AS, use voice controlling for home assistant device, this without internet. Maybe sometimes, maybe for your IoT project, you can use it for voice control. Thanks for watching.